right, let's go. Oh yeah, she's ready. Let's get this door locked. Go for a walk. We're gonna do a long walk today. I know you're excited about that. Well, we just happened to look outside and lo and behold, the finches that we call the sugar babies were eating the flowers off the almond tree. Good Lord, it never ends when you're a gardener. So, yep, before my husband jetted out the door for meeting a friend for coffee, we put a net around the almond tree. Hopefully that stops them. Usually birds don't like nets. Just had a nice breakfast with Mr. Painter, some coffee, made a juice. Great way to start our morning. And Meg waited patiently. So I'm excited to do a little gardening today, but first I need to get some exercise. Gotta lose all that winter weight, I guess we'll call it. Don't worry, I'm not too heavy. Gotta lose just a little bit, just a few pounds. Walking is a great way to do that. Anybody can walk safely, just about anybody. I even see people out here in wheelchairs. Granted, they're not walking. What you doing, baby? It's a beautiful day. A little cool, but not too bad. It's going to be nice to do some gardening today, though. No gym today, all day gardening. That's the plan. Maybe a sauna later, that might be nice. So how's everybody doing this morning? Got your Monday off to a good start? I'm reading there's yet another fire in our country. What is up with all these fires? I guess that's one nice thing about living in the desert. There's not as much to burn, right? Feel for people. Too many people have lost homes this year. I tell you got to be thankful for everything you have. What are you thankful for, Meg? She says she's thankful for a good home and a mommy and a daddy that loves her. I'm thankful for a lot. What is it? What is it? Are you a good girl? I keep trying to get her out to go out the back door, but I don't know what happened. When we had all that wind, something obviously scared her. Hasn't had any interest in all in going outside. I think she's just smart. She knows that she's going to get 2 walks. All right, let's go. Come on. Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that sunshine. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a little gardening. I started planting some of the quinoa last night, and my husband added a couple more bubblers for me in the pots. And I don't know if you caught any of my shorts, you'll see I used plastic wrap around our little fences and our pots. I saw it online, and so far it's working. The quail haven't tried to get anything. Not that there's that much in there, but I tell you, they'd make short work of the parsley and the cilantro. Nothing seems to want to eat the clary sage, though, so that's cool. I didn't put anything around that. Or the stinging nettle. But definitely looking forward to doing a little gardening today after our walk. Probably going to net the apricot tree now, too. Because if the finches were eating the flowers off the almond, they're probably going to go for that next, right? We call those birds the sugar babies. They've already been seen rocking on the hummingbird feeder. Sugar babies. They will eat seed, but they seem to prefer sugar, fruit, apparently flowers. I guess one of my neighbors had them eat the blooms off their climbing roses. Reminds me of one of those Star Trek videos, the Trouble with Tribbles. They're cute though. We love our little birds. It's kind of like having a toddler. You just have to put things in their way, distract them with something different. The quail have actually been pretty good so far. And ever since I bent that fence back on the door, the chicken wire, the rabbits quit coming in the yard, so that's good. Hey Bruce, good morning. How are ya? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us this morning for our morning walk. Oh, you're from West Virginia, really? That's awesome. We live in the desert of southern Nevada, and my husband actually grew up in Woodbridge, Virginia. Don't know if you're familiar with that place. I know it's West Virginia and Virginia are two different states. We are just getting out for a walk before we do some gardening today. Gotta get that gardening in. I tell you, growing a garden is almost like getting a second job, right? Or a job. You go to the grocery store, tell you what, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I'm very motivated to grow a garden. How about y'all? You do any gardening? Oh, our dog's name is Meg. And Meg is a dog we adopted from a shelter. Oh, just a minute, let me fix my shoelace. Yep, good girl. Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Meg, like Megan. And we didn't exactly pick that name for her. We got her from a shelter, and her name was Nutmeg, and she didn't answer to Nutmeg. And what I didn't realize is I get so many dogs at the shelter that they just start giving them names, like all kinds of crazy names. So when she didn't respond to Nutmeg, we started calling her Meg, and she responded right away. What is it? You hear some noise, huh? Somebody's doing some work. Doesn't like noise. Yeah, we call her Meg. M-E-G, Meg. Meg the monster. Actually, she's pretty good. But she's definitely got a personality. We live in the desert of southern Nevada, but originally I am from Alaska. And my husband is originally from Virginia. He grew up in Woodbridge. I grew up all over Alaska. What you doing, baby? See those holes? Ground squirrels. Thank you. I'm really glad those ring-tailed ground squirrels live over here and not by our house, because that would be one more thing getting in our garden. I've only seen the chipmunks in the yard once. There's chipmunks here too. We are in the desert of southern Nevada, and we are just out for a walkabout. We live outside of Las Vegas, about 25 minutes. Oh, I gotta get a bag. We're about 25 minutes outside of Las Vegas, which is a good place to be. I wouldn't want to be in downtown Las Vegas for sure. All right, okay. All right, let mommy get it. Just a minute. All right, just a second here. I gotta get this. All right, Meg, let's go get a trash can. Come on. Get rid of this. Last night when we were walking, I saw a rabbit. So far I haven't seen one today, but they're around here someplace, probably hiding in all that brush out there. They have the biggest eyes. Every once in a while you get the feeling that something's looking at you, and then you see the eye. All right. Say, that's better, Mommy. Let's go. Let's go for a walk. Let's get some exercise. So yeah, we try to start our day off every day with a nice walk. And lately, Mr. Painter's been walking her in the evening since she won't go outside the back door anymore. Where are we going to walk to? We're just walking around. We just take off out our front door and just start walking. I'm going to try to walk a little further today, trying to beef up my exercise a little bit. Yesterday we went to the gym, and today I am going to garden after I walk. Gardening is actually pretty good exercise. It's not the same as going to the gym, but definitely get some steps in for anybody that's keeping track of steps. Trying to pick it up a little bit now that we're having some better weather. The sun's coming up, it's getting warmer. It was around 45 this morning, and now I think it's about 57. The higher that sun gets in the sky, the warmer it's gonna get. It's gonna make for a beautiful day of gardening. Meg is more interested in sniffing than walking. Yeah, we adopted Meg about 2 years ago from a shelter. At the time, people were abandoning 140 dogs a day, and we had lost a dog 4 years ago now. We weren't really sure if we wanted to get another dog because it's always so sad, you know. They don't live as long as we do. But we decided we were ready for another dog. And considering there were so many dogs being abandoned, we definitely decided we were getting a dog from a shelter. And it took a couple of visits. And when we first met Meg, she wouldn't even look at us. She was pretty dejected. She'd been abused, abandoned a few times. And so we said, well, we're going to come back and we're going to bring some bacon and some sausage. And we did. And she actually looked at me. And I'm like, we're going to give this dog a chance. And I'm glad we did. For about 3 months, she was kind of like a little pound puppy. She just laid on a pillow all day long. She'd get up to use a bathroom or eat something, but she didn't make any noise at all. And then finally one day I heard her bark. And we took a while to even get her walking. It's like she's afraid to leave the house. And in fact, every time we go home, she makes a beeline for the bedroom to make sure her bed's still there. But she's actually come a long ways, and she's a very good girl. She likes to snuggle with me on the couch at night. And she likes to play with her daddy. Yep. And she loves to go for walks. That's our Meg the Monster. Have a lot of projects going. Some of them are on hold. Right now my priority is getting that garden in. Once I get the garden in, I'll pick back up on my sewing projects. But that's about all we have going on for the day. I sure appreciate y'all joining in, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.